Like, what would be the ideal situation for you with this upcoming BC election? Is there anything that political parties can do to make BC a freer place for cannabis, both as medicine and recreational use?
It would be good to hear to start where they stand, because provincial parties, especially Christy Clark, she's deferred to the federal government when asked.
Yeah.
It's a federal jurisdiction. Well, this week it may well be passed down
To provincial.
right, and certain parts of this legalization scheme are going to rely on the provinces. And since BC is such a large cannabis economy, this should be a very important issue for a lot of people out there, and maybe people who were disenfranchised previously and wouldn't vote would vote because this is the first time they've got a chance to make a difference on the issue they care about.
Wow.
Well, as the deputy leader of the BC Libertarian, I can talk about our policy, which would be that we favor a path to legalization that recognizes cannabis use as medicine, respects people's privacy, and allows fair access to the markets for both producers, retailers, and consumers. And we would also pledge to release everyone that's in jail for cannabis-related offenses in British Columbia, and we would also halt the payment, or at least control the payment to the drug war with the Canada or the BC policing services. There are quite a few things that provincial parties can do. I mean, it's kind of weak sauce to say, that's federal. We can't do anything. We can do something.
Well,
So,
it's the allocation of police resources
Yeah.
towards
And
a specific offense, right?
yeah. And the BC parties, I've tried to find their policies from the Liberals, the NDP, and even the Greens. You'd think that the Greens would be all aboard, and there's nothing from them. But
Well, then it's going to take center stage, I think, if when we hear on Thursday, right?
yeah,
I think that should start the conversation. It should force a certain aspects of it. I think distribution was one of the main provincial responsibilities. You have to decide whether you want it in provincially designated stores like liquor, or you can allow private outlets, and what are those rules going to be?
yeah.
So that's definitely a big player.
Well, we favor when I say we, I say the Libertarian Party. We favor the dispensary model, like storefront. That's the mail order situation. Just, it doesn't work for users. It doesn't work for patients. It's not great. And
There are some people who would really benefit from mail order, especially if you
Yeah.
live out in the middle of nowhere.
but we
here
wouldn't
in-
restrict it to that. That's the thing. And we would also open it up to more than just dispensaries. We're talking cafes, bars, places where people can consume safely, like the green ceiling, only much more widespread.
Yeah, and I guess